This is an intense action thriller, crime thriller, uh, working with the likes of Samuel L. Jackson and Vincent Cassell. That's got to be an actor's dream.
Yeah, it's absolutely, it's great to share a platform with such heavy hitters and such legends. It's all different styles, So it was great because everybody's so charismatic and everybody's so strong on the movie that it was a delight to work with everyone.
Yeah, and it seemed like it was shot in kind of a nowhere style that it's gritty. It feels like a film that may have been done in the 40s or 50s. I mean, it just had that great grittiness to it.
Yeah, the director he did a good job, and I think he chose a style and he stuck with it throughout. And it's good, because it was. I think it reflects a lot of British drama as well. There's so many great British police dramas and crime dramas out there all the time. And if you can try and incorporate that kind of style within a movie, then that's I think that's what he did, and he succeeded.
Well, the script is certainly top notch. Was obviously that's one of the reasons why you accept a role, but was it because of who else was in this that you took the role?
No, 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 not at all, not at all. Obviously the script I think was really solid, and you know, it it's the movie had so many twists and turns that it's all about making sure that you keep the audience as soon as they feel comfortable and they kind of think they know where the movie's going, the direction it's going. You got to kind of twist it and change it and that, and so I really liked that about the script. And then also regarding the characters within the script, it's all about bringing them to life. So it's just so eclectic,
Yeah.
like um, you know, a guy from Scotland and the charismatic man of Samuel L. Jackson, and then the suaveness of Vincent. Not to mention everyone else, like Kate Dickie was awesome in it as well,
Yes.
like John Hannah and that. But yeah, it was just it was really good. It's just very eclectic and good mix.
Do you enjoy a role that gives you a lot of physicality? I mean, this is an action film, but or do you like more subtle roles, like a comic role?
I like comedy. I just don't really do much comedy, to be honest. I'd like to think I'm kind of funny in real life, but I don't know. Maybe Ricky Gervais or Simon Pegg one day might turn around and give me a shot, But
Well,
aye,
Simon's a good guy. Maybe he will. Maybe.
who knows? Who knows? Time will tell.
Time will tell. But I mean, you do so many different types of roles. What about Glenn? Did you love
But
his
the
character?
vulnerability within his character. I mean, I don't want to give away, but obviously they lost a child, and then ultimately he loses something else, and he kind of loses his whole world, and he gets to the point where he's got nothing left. So he doesn't really care at this point, and it's like auto drive. The adrenaline kind of kicks in, and it's just pure auto drive, auto drive, auto drive all the way through. Um, yeah, I guess his vulnerability and his just determination. And he's a nice guy. But it kind of gets flipped. It gets flipped towards the end where just at that point just doesn't care and he's just fixated.
But that's part of this the way the script works is you keep saying you said changes, it's twisted, and that's one of the great twists in this too is how the characters kind of start to interact with each other and then they pull away, and it's just so brilliantly written.
Yeah, it is. It is amazing. Amazing. Yeah. Yeah, it was good, and also, but it's also you can only put so much down on paper, and then it's down to whoever you entrust to bring those characters to life. And the bond between Sam's character and my character, there's a real respect there. There's an absolute real respect. So who knows whether there's a sequel or whatever one day, but there's a respect there between them.
He's a dynamite scene partner, I would think.
Ah, he's not the worst I've had. He's pretty, no, he's brilliant. Honestly, he's top class. He's just got so much flair, and I got to work with him again in last October, November, right after it. So he's just a joy, man. He's just a joy, and his whole ensemble, his team is just a joy. Sam's he's one of the greatest for me.
I know he's got an incredible sense of humor as well that doesn't quite stop when you're on set.
Yep. Yeah, and it's funny because little story. My wife, she used to work as his publicist
Hmm.
back in the day, when she worked with his publicist team, and and we've never met. So the first day on set, she came to set with me, and I was like, just come to set with me, just help break the ice. It'll help break the ice, like. And it was funny because she came to set, and the first thing he goes is, Amanda, what are you doing here? And give her a big hug and that. And then that kid, I was laugh, right?
Oh wow.
I'm married. Are you with this guy? Oh, nice to meet you. Like that kind of thing. So, but he's got a heart of a lion. Sam's got a heart of a lion, and it's just truth with him.
Yeah.
He speaks the truth. So, getting down to business with him was brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
Talk to me a little bit about the locations you're in too, because that's a character in the film as well.
Yeah, it was shot all round about Edinburgh, basically. And then part of it was shot in Glasgow as well. The scene at the ferry, if I remember, the port was in Glasgow. Yeah, it was just so good to get back and to shoot something in Scotland, to be honest with you, because most of the time you're sent down to Louisiana or Alabama or Kentucky or wherever it is. And not that these are not nice places, but to be able to go home and incorporate
Yeah.
how real life is, and as you say, the grittiness. But you see parts of Edinburgh, and it's lovely.
Yeah, Edinburgh is one of my favorite places. It's just gorgeous, and such a history.
Have you been before?
I've been, yeah.
You must be one of its favorite sons then.
Actually, I attended a Shakespearean play there, and it was just breathtaking.
Often, yeah. There's so much talent, and even like Brian McCarthy, who had a small part in the movie. I mean, just there's a great. That's he gets chased and then I come up at his door, and that's how Scottish true life is. The way they talk to the police, the way they, and he's just full of character, and that's so great. And because he brought out that Scottish realism within the movie.
Yeah, and I
And
don't think that could be replaced in Louisiana or Montreal or somewhere else. I think you had to shoot it there for that authenticity.
correct, correct, totally agree with you there.
Are you going to be directing more?
I've never directed in my life.
Are you going to be directing?
No, do you want me to?
I do. Yes, I do.
Offer me a job and I'll direct it.
All right.
No, I've just got no aspiration. I don't think. I don't think I could be a director for the simple reason is I've got too much respect for people that do what they do. Plus, I'm not very technically minded, to be honest with you. I don't have that, understanding of. I mean, I know what lens is which, but the visions that these directors have are just second to none. So I wouldn't even want it there. Put my hat in the ring.
Hmm.
Stick on the other side of the camera.
Well, you know your strengths, and you have to. And I want to see you, like we talked about. I want to see you do some comedies because I think you're very funny. I do.
Oh, thank you. Not funny to look at, hopefully, but
No, oh no.
that's okay. That's okay. Just
Uh,
checking. Yeah.
you're a very handsome human being. Let me
Oh,
just.
thank you very much. Thank you very much.
I'm pretty secure to say that, I think.
You know what? You look like a secure man, so thank you.
Thank you. In our final moments we have, what do you think audiences are going to take away from watching Damaged?
I think it's a really good time. I think Damage has just got this grittiness, and I'm a huge fan of movies like Seven and Bone Collector and Zodiac, and there's a few others that came out, and I don't think they really hit the spot. I don't want to name them, but the last couple that came out on Netflix. I don't think it hit the spot. And I think this one has what these were missing. I just felt they were so fabricated, the others. Whereas this one actually has that true grit. And I just hope that they walk away and go, wow, that was a roller coaster of emotion. And it's all about evoking emotions, whether it's tears, happiness, joy, or whatever, in an audience. And I think that's what I think Damage will do that, and it leaves an open book for the future, possibly.
Yeah, I do. I think it opens itself up to either a sequels or maybe a mini series based on the film. That would be
Amazing.
kind of a fun thing to do. But yeah, your character was just so lovely, and you know, to see it performed like that, and you like, you know, I love a twisted film, and this thing you can open a wine bottle with it. That's so twisted.
Fantastic. Oh, I thoroughly agree. I thoroughly agree. So let's get that miniseries. Let's get Lionsgate to get a miniseries out there.
Let's get a lot of people watching it,
Yeah,
Gianni. Thank you
absolutely.
so much for your time. I enjoy talking with you, and we should do it again.
Anytime you want.
All right, you take care.
God bless you. Cheers. Thanks.